We made it back. Wow, it's such a beautiful night.
Beautiful, sure. But it's still dangerous.
You're right. We should set up a camp. Maybe we can cast tiny hats so we can rest safely.
No, not tonight. I want to sleep under the stars. Being out here, it makes me feel connected, grounded. And right now, I need that more than ever.
Then we'll sleep outside too.
Lovette's right. You're not camping alone. I'll set up a bonfire.
Thank you.
Hey, Leafy? Are you alright? You haven't said a word since we left Faar behind.
I just wish he was here.
I know, darling. But he made his choice.
It doesn't make it any easier. Everything that happened at the Crossroads. It already feels like a dream. A Midsummer's Night's Dream. If it weren't for you and Vox, I'd start to wonder if it ever really happened at all.
They did. So hold on to those memories, my love. Treasure them. Remember him, but don't let yourself become trapped in them. Don't lock yourself inside a memory. Don't wait for something that may never come back. He made his choice. For better or worse, he's not here. And he won't be. He was a beautiful chapter in your story, but that chapter has ended. And if you keep rereading the same pages, you'll never get to the rest of the tale. The one that's still waiting to be written.
I know. But for now, I just want to mourn these pages. Let them be filled with my tears before I turn them.
Then you should cry. Mourn. And know that I'm here for you. Always.
Where in the hells have you been, Vox?
The deal is off.
Oh, a change of heart, Vox? I thought you were a man of your word.
I'm done. I won't help you. Not now, not ever. If you try to take them, you'll go through me first.
Oh, Vox. It seems the bard has been ensnared by his own song.
I'm warning you.
And what of Arakoth? Do you not crave to be free of her chains?
I no longer care for that. I've found my freedom elsewhere. Stay away.
Who were you talking to?
Just myself. Thinking out loud. How's Sionnach?
She's sleeping. I wish I could say she's all right, but that'd be a lie.
A heart takes time to mend.
That's what I've heard.
She'll be okay.
Thank you, Vox, for being here.
You know, it's been ages since I camped in a forest.
Poor Vox, out of his element.
I am always in my element.
Oh, even in the middle of the woods? No warm bed? Just the cold ground beneath you?
Are you offering to keep me warm?
I guess there's only one way to find out.
What?
Let us go! Damn it!
Lovette!
Well, well. What a delightful surprise. Make sure this one stays bound. She's far too troublesome with her hands free.
Malachor!
No!
Oh, Fox. You've done well. Led me right to them.
What?
You didn't know? Oh, perhaps he simply forgot to mention it. You see, darling, Fox was hunting you from the very start. Your little trick kept you hidden from my sight, but not from him. A fine soldier. Loyal, efficient. Until he wasn't. I do wonder, Fox. Why abandon your goal? For her?
Leave her out of this.
Who would have thought? Vox, the self-serving wretch, caring for someone other than himself. That's new. You truly are something special, my dear.
Fox, is what he's saying true?
At first, it was. But then...
You disgust me.
My lord, we found the artifact.
Splendid! Take the girls back to the mansion. You're right, Fox. The deal is off. But here's a little something for your trouble. In the end, you're just a jester who forgot his place. Let's go!
Welcome back to another episode of the B&D podcast. Today we're diving into something fresh that came out recently, something exciting and something that's been very interesting in the TTRPG community, and we are talking about Daggerheart by Darrington Press, a classic fantasy game with a great new system. We're breaking down its core concept, how you play, the unique mechanics behind the double D12 rolls, the classes, the ancestries, and of course, our thoughts on this. Also, we are going to discuss a little bit of the new mini-campaign that the Critical Role cast play, The Age of Umbra. So grab your dice, get comfy, and let's explore what makes Daggerheart different.
I am actually so excited to talk about this. I have been binge watching the whole Age of Umbra campaign, and I'm looking forward to really actually buying the physical core book, since we actually bought the digital ones yesterday through Demiplane, and I think we should start playing all together. What do you think?
I'm so excited for this. I'm so excited. I'm so in. I have already thought of so many possibilities for my next Daggerheart character. So be prepared. So let's start with the basics first. For those of you who have no idea about Daggerheart, what is it?
So at its core, Daggerheart runs on something called the duality dice system, which means that every time you take an action, whether you're attacking, persuading someone, or trying to do something risky, you roll 2d12s. One is called your hope die, and the other is your fear die.
Now, when you roll, you're usually trying to beat a target number. That's the difficulty or whatever you're attempting. You take your roll, add any bonuses from your stats, your skills, or your special abilities, and if you hit or beat that number, you succeed. The higher of the two becomes your main roll, hope or fear. If it is hope, the player gets a hope slot, and if it's a fear, the DM gets a slot of it. This is very interesting because these slots can be used to create extra consequences in the game.
Now about the domains. These are basically your character's special powers and abilities, and you pick them using a deck of beautiful illustrated cards during character creation. Each domain gives you unique actions, reactions, and special moves you can pull off in the game.
One of the biggest differences compared to a lot of RPGs is that Daggerheart doesn't really use strict initiative. Instead of rolling to see who goes first, it's much more flexible. The GM and the players just sort of flow back and forth based on what makes sense in the scene. It keeps things really cinematic and keeps everyone engaged. Not bad in theory, but in action, it can prove very problematic to certain groups and certain people who tend to talk a lot and outshine the others.
I do like the idea of not having turns, but it will certainly be difficult when you have people who always want to take over. Please don't be that player, people, please.
Yeah, for sure.
But there is something also called ancestry. It's practically your heritage as a character. You can choose one ancestry and one community. The official Daggerheart website states that there will be approximately 30 heritages to choose from, but this number will probably be split between ancestries and communities for you to choose. One of the most notable ones, and our favorites, if I need to sound biased, are Fairy, Elf, Furbolg, Fawn, Qatari, and much more. Some of the communities available are Wildborn, Wonderborn, Highborn, Lowborn, Seaborn. There are so many. I am so excited to play a Firbolg.
Oh, I knew it. And you can bet that I play a Qatari when the time comes.
Fully, yes.
Or not, I don't know. We'll see. But this is the time I've been waiting for. Apart from the ancestries, we have our 6 main traits that you need to assign to your character. These are agility, strength, precision, intuition, presence, and knowledge. When creating your character, distribute 4 points among these 6 traits. Each trait can be between -3 and 3. Then subtract 1 from any one trait. After this, your character's traits shoot up to 3. You also choose your starting weapon and armor and take your starting inventory. Set your hit points and hope, and depending on your class, you get different starting thresholds for them. Your character starts with 2 hope always.
I already know I will be putting most of my points to my intuition. Next, though, we have our selection of pronouns, names, and descriptions. I love the way that it's so open to look the way you want to look, specifically with your physical attributes, and I also like the examples it gives you.
It is very creative and open indeed. And next, we have our guilty pleasure, backgrounds. There are 3 questions on your character sheet you should answer that describe the events in your life that led you to where you are. And the first question, for example, is who taught you to fight and why did they stay behind when you left home? You also get 3 extra questions, which are called connections, and it basically describes who you know from your party and how you're connected to them and the events around you. One example is, what lie have you told me about yourself that I absolutely believe? Honestly, these questions are so fascinating. You start building some relationships with your fellow players and get to know each other more before the game starts, which can be pretty much time consuming. Not that it is a bad thing, of course. I love that they meet in a tavern concept, but I also love this one because it is very collaborative between the players and the GM.
Definitely. I love the questions it gives you, really. It helps so much with inspiring you to write a good backstory, and actually helps with the structure of it as well.
Mm-hmm.
Also, the idea of connecting the group somehow before you start playing saves so much time indeed of session 0. For the first time, I have nothing bad to say. I was amazed with the effort they put into this game.
I love that the players also have a say to the world, where they are, what is this place's name, to think of some other places they would like to include in this world based on their backstories. Players are so included into this world. But now that you know the basics of the game, let's meet the team of Age of Umbra by the Critical Role cast next, though, shall we?
Yay!
First and foremost, our beloved Laura Bailey is playing Adelia, a human sorcerer, primal origin, a new addition to the team.
Then we've got Taliesin Jaffe, who is playing August, an underborn fairy wizard, School of Knowledge.
Ashley Johnson, who is playing Misty, a highborn clan, bard troubadour.
Liam O'Brien.
Oh, Liam O'Brien.
Who is playing Screeve Slyborn, a human rogue nightwalker.
Ooh, catchy. Then Marisha Ray, who's playing Brixton, an orderborn orc guardian, stalwart.
Yeah. And Sam Regal is playing Snix, a rich-born fawn ranger wayfinder.
And last but not least, Travis Willingham, who is playing Idol, a slyborn human seraph, divine wielder.
I am so in love with this story already. And coming from a person who has given up hope because of campaign 3, and don't judge me, I never got to finish it, or at least I haven't finished it for now. This was a breath of fresh air for me.
Honestly, my favorites so far, I think, are August and Misty.
Yes.
Alison always creates characters who intrigue me. And Ashley, I love her concept so much. It's not like I'm a bird lover. Okay, that too. But this character holds so much depth into the campaign, and I think she's going to be a key element to the story. And the part that she used to be a music box makes it even more poetic and beautiful, and I can't wait to see what Matt is cooking for her.
I also wanted to say my favorite character so far, believe it or not, is Snix.
Seriously?
Yes, I don't know why. I really like that fawn ranger.
Okay. Well, he's a fawn, so
maybe that's no. It just
he ticks a box.
I like the way that he's role playing him so far. I don't know why. It's just I think there's potential there.
Yeah. They are all amazing, actually. I don't know. I like each one of them. They're amazing.
Mm-hmm.
But since we are mentioning the story, the campaign will contain 8 episodes, and it is set in the Halcyon domain in a non-Exandrian universe. 5 inhabitants of the small community of Desperate Lock there must band together to fight for hope for their community, risking it all for those they love.
Lethal and foreboding. The world of the Halcyon domain was abandoned a century ago by the gods, and the souls of the dead are cursed and reborn into twisted, nightmarish forms. A dark, ethereal mass known as the Umbra roams and holds these fiendish monstrosities, further corrupting anything it touches.
But flickers of hope remain, since the sacred pyres keep the Umbra at bay, with small communities enduring and surviving through cooperation. Out in the beyond, whispers speak of ancient secrets and powers, wonders of a lost age, ready for discovery to those brave enough, or foolish enough, to seek them.
Oh my goodness, it's so dark, so coded. I swear, I'm obsessed, but we're not going to spoil more. Because we want you to go and watch it. And I swear, it's just, I can't stop watching it.
Yeah, actually, it reminds you of Dark Souls and Elden Ring and all these kind of games. I never play because they're so hard. And yeah,
so
they make me angry. But I love the lore behind them and the whole concept. So I personally loved the concept of the sacred pyres, the only places in the world that people are safe, and beyond that darkness, it gives this contradiction I love in games, the light and the darkness. But one thing I would like to mention is that you are welcomed to play as a spellcaster, but in this world, in the campaign, casting spells is not that welcomed. It depends on who is in front of you when you cast a spell. And that's why I love Taliesin, because when Ma told them about this, Taliesin was like, okay, wizard. Hell yes.
My goodness.
So patience.
Rebel.
The real MVP, Taliesin is.
But for now, we thought we could come up with a tester character of our own before we end up our episode today in real time, using Daggerheart Nexus through Demiplane. What do you think, Zephy?
Aye, aye, Captain. Let's go.
Yay!
Yes, let's go. Let's open it.
You won't be able to see it, but if you go over to Demiplane, you have access to many of the classes and heritages, but if you pay for it, you'll have access to the whole core books and everything. Mm-hmm. And that's what we did, because we wanted to show you the real deal here.
Here for you, always.
Always. So getting started, you can pre-generate a character, but we will not, because that's not our style. Mm-hmm. Let's choose a character name first. What about your characters, Zephy? What are you thinking?
Okay, so I'll create something for your campaign. You know what? I leave the character name blank for now.
Okay.
I want to know what I'm going to choose. And then we'll come back later for that.
Okay.
Hey guys, future Zephy from the editing here. Thanks to my ADHD, we never came back for that. So I'm here to tell you that her name is Misty, because she kind of looks like Misty from Pokemon. Okay, let's keep rolling. What about you? Do you have a name?
I do, because I was thinking to create an NPC for my upcoming campaign.
Okay.
So
are we going to say?
Her name will be Twig Hazelwind.
I love that.
See her pronouns, level 1, and the campaign frame will be the Witherwhile.
Wow.
So let's begin with choosing the class.
Yes, that's the good stuff, guys. That's the good stuff. Because we have many classes to choose from. Let's see, we have a bard, of course. We have a brawler, a druid, a guardian, who reminds you of paladin, to be fair, kind of.
Yeah.
Ranger, rogue, seraph, kind of like a cleric.
Yeah.
Sorcerer, warlock, warrior, and wizard.
Mm-hmm.
And each class has its own subclass. But let's begin with the class first. What do you think?
Druid.
For Twig? Druid? Oh, okay.
Obviously.
We go very standard here. We follow a standard process. Okay, so you know what? I'm flirting between sorcerer and warrior.
Warrior?
Yes, but I really want a combination between the two of them. I want a character who can hold a weapon and can deal with melee attacks, but also have this power within her. You know what? I'm going to go for sorcerer.
Okay. I'll go for druid, and the subclass will be Warden of Renewal.
Oh, what is that?
Grant spellcasting the Clarity of Nature feature and the Regeneration feature. So it's basically like a healer.
Yes. Okay. I like that. We need healing, so we appreciate that. For a subclass, I will choose Elemental Origin. play the elemental origin if you want to channel raw magic to take the shape of a particular element. I love that. I want to be an element. And the element I want to be is probably fire.
Obviously, yeah.
Yes, I'll say fire.
Then we've got our traits, and we can just say that it gives you the option to get the suggested ones, which I did. So I've got a +2 on my instinct, because that's the most important one, and a +1 on my agility and my finesse, strength +0, and knowledge +0, and presence, because we don't want to be charismatic, -1.
Okay, so for my character, what I love about Daggerheart is that it's not the same as D&D is. For example, in D&D, monks cannot wear armor, or sorcerers, they wear robes. But in Daggerheart, you can wear whatever the hell you want, and it can work.
It's so open.
Yeah, it's very open, and I love that because you can do many stuff with all these things, many things that you have in your mind. So I'd say that I will put a +2 to strength. Trust the process. A +1 to instinct, a +1 to agility, and a -1 to presence, because I don't want her to be...
We're not charismatic.
Yeah, I don't want her to be charismatic.
Okay, then you can choose starting weapons, blah, blah, blah. Obviously, choose what you want to choose. I will choose a quarterstaff as usual and a short bow.
Mm-hmm.
And as for my armor, I'm going to go for the leather armor because I don't want to wear armor. I have the option to wear it, just that I don't want to because I want to be more like earthy and not so much of a tank.
Yeah, okay. Here comes the +2, guys. Since I have a +2 in strength, I can use a greatsword. And maybe she could use a sword so big that it reminds Cloud's sword from Final Fantasy VII, or Guts' sword from Berserk, something like this. And as a secondary weapon, maybe a hand crossbow, because why not?
Mm-hmm.
And for an armor, I could use a full plate since I have +2 to strength. But the hell with it. No, I think I will use the Gumbleson armor, which is also suggested. So let's go with that.
And then let's choose our domain deck cards. You have to choose 2. I've got here Wall Walk, Vicious Entangle, Unleash Chaos, Rune Ward, Nature Stung, and Gifted Tracker. And obviously I'm going to choose Vicious Entangle, because it's like the spell Entangle in a way. And Nature Stung, you can speak the language of the natural world. I think that's really my style.
Oh, I love that.
Mm-hmm.
That is very fascinating. Okay, for the sorcerer, you have Pick and Pull, Rain of Blades, Rune Ward, Uncanny Disguise, Unleash Chaos, and Wall Walk. So I'm going to choose Rain of Blades. Actually, you conjure throwing blades that drive around the targets with very close range. So that could work very well with our melee thing.
Mm-hmm.
And let's see. And maybe I'll choose Unleash Chaos too. You have a specific number of tokens equal to your spellcast trait on this card. Then you make a spellcast roll against a target within far range and spend any number of tokens to channel raw energy from within yourself to unleash against them. So yeah, it's very chaotic. I love it. I will choose that.
Classic.
Yes.
Okay, then we've got a heritage. So we're going to choose an ancestry and a community. And I can see here there's one called Fun Grill, which you're a humanoid mushroom.
The mushrooms? I love that.
I know, but I'm not going to do it. I'm going to go for Furbolg. And for a community, obviously, I'm a druid. I'm going to go for Wildborn. Being part of a Wildborn community means you lived deep within the forest.
Oh, so mysterious. What lies deep inside the forest, I wonder. I love Qataris, to be fair.
They're cute.
But for this one, I think I'll go for Infernus, which is the tiefling species.
Okay.
So, yes, I don't know. I want horns. For some reason. And for a community, I will choose Slyborn. And, this community means you come from a group that operates outside the law, including all manner of criminals and grifters and con artists. So, yes, I want to be from there.
Okay.
It's cool.
Cool to know. So, next we've got experiences. So, we use our description. Clothes that are, let's do earthy colors, always blending in with the colors of the forest. Eyes like amber and gold. Body that's tall and thin but athletic, and the color of grey with rosy cheeks. An attitude like a shy deer.
Oh, okay. That's just so beautiful.
Cute. What about you?
So for clothes, I'd say black clothes, armors, but she will be kind of sexy and maybe revealing because we love sexy and we love revealing a little bit, not too much. Her eyes will be black with orange iris color. And her body, okay, she has curves and tall. Yeah, she's tall because she has this great sword. Yes, and athletic. She's pale. Okay. And her attitude, I think I want to make her seem like Jinx or something.
Okay.
A little crazy, you know?
Okay. So then we've got the most fun part. Answer background questions. So, do you want to start?
No, please start. Because I need some time.
Okay. So we've got, why was the community you grew up in so reliant on nature and its creatures?
Mm-hmm. What do you say?
So basically, as a druid, protecting nature and its creatures is our mission.
Mm-hmm.
And it's an honor to do so.
Yeah.
And it's believed that anyone who tries to do the opposite from our kin will be cursed for the whole eternity, and everything they touch will wither and decay.
Oh, you like decay?
Yes, we do. And then, who was the first wild animal you bonded with? Why did your bond end? That is easy for me just now because I was thinking about it anyway. Wounded female deer.
Female deer. I love that you're very specific to this.
It's very specific. An almost fatal wolf bite that probably would have killed her, but I managed to heal her and save her, and she visited me every day ever since, until one day, years later, she just stopped coming back.
Oh my, what happened to the deer? I want to know. In the campaign, I need answers.
No,
she's not dead. She's not dead. She's somewhere alive, living her best life.
And the last one, who has been trying to hunt you down? What do they want from you? That is the easiest question for me. I always have the same answer. An angry, evil god and their worshippers.
Tale as old as time. And their name is Talonus.
Talonus.
Okay, that was so great, actually. She's a very sweet girl, and she needs protection. Let's see my questions. What did you do that made the people in your community wary of you? So I think I'm going to... I don't know, I want to roleplay it a bit. Maybe something nice will come out of it. So... first question, what did you do that made the people in your community wary of you? Okay, let's just say I had a bit of a temper problem growing up, and people got nervous around me. Things got fire sometimes, doors, tables, people. It was never my fault, though. I mean, maybe don't spit on a kid who can light you up, right? Anyway, they're fine, most of them. Yeah, so maybe she's a bit of crazy.
Crazy.
What mentor taught you to control your untamed magic, and why are they no longer able to guide you? Okay. That'd be Warren, because why not? He didn't really teach me how to control the magic, though. He gave me this big sword,
And he said that if my hands are full of steel, they won't be full of fire. And it worked, mostly. So, yes, we have Warren, her
Mentor.
mentor. And last question, you have a deep fear you hide from everyone. What is it, and why does it scare you? I don't know if she... I'm not afraid of anything, actually. I'm not scared. But if you're asking, hypothetically, maybe I don't love the idea of losing control and doing something I can take back. So, yeah, I love that concept.
I
love
it.
This.
We're the two opposite. So the next one is choose your experience. So this is so good. The fact that you can just choose whatever you want to type there. So it gives you all these examples of backgrounds in a way, but you can actually put your own. And I think I will. So you get +2 and you get 2 of them. So one of them is going to be Nature's Friend, which is an example that is right there because I didn't like the sound of it. Mm-hmm. And the other one, I was thinking Protector of the Weak.
Protector of the Weak? Mm-hmm. The female weak? Or all?
No, everyone. Everyone.
Oh,
everyone.
Okay. I'd say Bodyguard. Mm-hmm. I like that concept. And Silver Tongue. Yeah, we love a Silver Tongue.
And then we're gonna create connections between us. Okay, so there's one question here. What did you confide in me that makes me leap into danger for you every time?
Yeah, you talk like my mentor, to be fair. Okay. And he's a weak spot to me.
Okay. The next one is, what animal do I say you remind me of?
I love that. What animal? A panther.
A panther.
Yes.
And what affectionate nickname have you given me?
I love this one. Goatee.
Goatee? Lovely. Okay.
Well, you're not even a goatee, but yeah, she doesn't care. Now, my questions. Mm-hmm. Why do you trust me so deeply? I wonder.
I'm just going to say that I feel like you need saving, and I want to be there. I don't trust you 100%, but I want to be there to protect you.
Okay. And what did I do that makes you cautious around me?
Oh, lose control.
I lost control? Oh, okay. And finally, why do we keep our shared past a secret? We have a shared past? What?
Maybe because we did something illegal to escape.
I love this one, Goatee.
And basically that's it. And then you just level up. And you have your character sheet ready. I think it's really fun.
It's actually so fun, and I love the questions.
I've been reading the DM's guides, basically, and what they state constantly is that I'm not the storyteller as a GM. We are all narrating a story and creating a story, and this is so important for players as well, because I've been a player all my life, and I love the idea of being a part of the story.
For starters, I am so impressed by Daggerheart. I really want to play it and to try it out, but I'm very fascinated by it.
Same.
All right, that's pretty much our little dive into Daggerheart, but I'm super curious, have you checked it out yet? Did you see any of the Age of Umbra stuff from Critical Role? Who's your favorite so far? And also, if you sat down to play Daggerheart, what kind of character would you make?
We really want to hear your opinion, but don't forget to pre-order Daggerheart. It will be available on the 1st of July, or you can get the digital version through Demiplane and start your adventure with Daggerheart Nexus like us. We're not sponsored. We're not sponsored. We're just two excited girls.
Yeah.
We're open to the idea of getting sponsored.
Yeah.
A girl can only dream.
We're just two girls. We're just the girls. So thanks for hanging out with us once again. And as always, till the next time, may all your rolls be a natural 20. Bye.
Bye.